Good morning, students. Welcome to another biology class. In our class today, we are looking at another aspect of the circulatory system which we started in the previous class. Our topic today is human double circulatory system. In our previous class, we learned about the blood vessels, the vein, the arteries, right, and the capillaries. And we also talked about the structure of the heart. Remember, we said that the heart consists of 4 chambers: left and right atrial, left and right ventricle. So we are still going to apply that knowledge to explain the concept of the human double circulatory system. We are going to apply the knowledge of what we've learned in the previous class to explain the idea, the concept of the human double circulatory system. So our learning objectives for today's class is that at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define what we call the pulmonary and the systemic circulations. And also, we should be able to discuss the double circulatory system in humans. Remember, I said that we are going to apply the knowledge of what we learned in our previous class to explain the concept of the human double circulatory system. First thing first, let's remind ourselves what we learned about the last class. We talked about the vein. We said the veins carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart, while the arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. But we've said, remember, that there's an exception to this rule, which is, so I would like you to write this down. So I'm going to wipe up this part so I can put up some writings when I'm explaining this lesson today. So quickly write it down. I'll give you a few minutes to write down the learning objectives. At the end of the class, you should be able to define pulmonary and systemic circulation. You should be able to discuss the double circulatory system in humans, the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. Alright, so let's move forward. Okay, this is not working. Let's move it. So like I was saying before I pause so that you can put down the learning objectives in your notes, I said there's an exception to this, which is the pulmonary vein and the pulmonary artery. Veins carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart, except pulmonary vein. So if it is not carrying deoxygenated blood, what do you think it is carrying? Anyone? That's correct. It's carrying oxygenated blood. So pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood back to the heart, while pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood away from the heart. So we are still going to apply all this knowledge to explain the concept of the double circulatory system. So if you look, I have a model here. This model will help us understand this concept very well. So here you have the pulmonary circuit and the systemic circuit. So this leads us to define what is pulmonary circulation, or you can say in short, circuit, and what is systemic circulation or systemic circuit. And pulmonary circulation refers to PEC, yes, that's circulation of blood between the heart and the lungs. Pulmonary circulation refers to the circulation of blood between the heart and the lungs. While systemic circulation, SC, refers to circulation of blood between the heart and body parts. So now that we have defined what pulmonary circulation and what systemic circulation are all about, let's move forward to explain the concept of double circulatory system. So, like I said previously, our model is going to help us to understand this topic or this lesson clearly. So we have the heart there. Remember in our previous class, we said the heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood to other parts of the body. Of course, the heart also needs blood. The coronary blood vessel supply, that's the artery, the blood vessels, the coronary blood vessels supply the heart with its own blood, because the heart is an organ, definitely it has tissues, it has cells, so it will need its own supply of blood. The heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood to other parts of the body. So now when this blood that has oxygen gets to the body part, the cells of the body tissues make use of the oxygen in that blood, and when the blood is leaving this body part, it becomes deoxygenated. That's why we use a different color to denote it, so that it can be clear when we are going through the lesson. So when the blood leaves the body parts, it could be the liver, it could be the heart. Yeah, because the heart also needs oxygen. It could be the kidney, it could be the small intestine, it could be the stomach, it could be the muscle cells, other parts of our body. When the blood leaves this part of the body, it becomes deoxygenated. Now, what happens? It goes back to the heart through the right atrium. It goes back to the heart through the right atrium, and it enters the right ventricle, which pumps it out for it to go to the lungs. So when it goes to the lungs, for it to go to the lungs, when it goes to the lungs, there in the lung we have a process called gaseous exchange. So gaseous exchange occurs in the lungs, where the carbon dioxide in that deoxygenated blood is exchanged for oxygen. So when the blood and the pulmonary vein, like we said previously, the pulmonary vein carries it back to the heart. It enters the heart through the left atrium and it goes into the left ventricle. And the left ventricle pumps, the blood leaves the heart through the left ventricle again. So you can see that from all we've described, blood passes through the heart twice. Number one, when it returns from the body parts, it enters the heart, then it goes to the lungs, then it goes from the lungs into the body, to the heart again, before it is pumped to the body parts. So that makes it 2 times that the blood passes through the heart. And that's why we say when that is why when blood makes a complete circulation in the body, it passes through the heart. So I can rephrase that to say blood passes through the heart twice when it makes a complete circulation. So when you add the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation, that makes a complete circuit. PC plus SC, that gives us a complete circuit. Pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation, add plus PC plus SC, pulmonary circulation plus systemic circulation gives us one complete circuit. So blood passes through the heart twice when it makes a complete circuit, one complete circuit through the body. Now when you come, of course, definitely you will see, probably you may see this in your examination, depending on what the examination body will decide to bring in this year's examination. So I would like you to know that when you are discussing this concept in your examination, please talk about the goal of the blood vessels, and also which part of the heart is the blood leaving, and which part of the heart is receiving the blood. When you write concisely and clearly, the marker or the examiner will know that, will realize that you know what you're talking about. So what I mean is this: instead of you to just say blood leaves the heart and goes to the body parts, no, make it more concise. Blood leaves the heart from the left part of the blood of the heart through the left said the oxygenated blood rather, oxygenated blood leaves the heart through the left ventricle, goes to the body part, then returns to the heart, then the oxygenated blood returns to the heart through the right atrium and enters the right ventricle before it is pumped to the lungs. So when you write it this way, the marker will know that you are well grounded in what you're writing, and that will also help you to score extra mark. Okay, so I'm going to give us a little bit of assessment so that we will be able, I'll be able to assess how much you'll be able to understand this lesson. But before I do that, I will do a little recap. So at the beginning of the class, I said what hope to achieve this class is that you should be able to define what is pulmonary circulation and what is systemic circulation. And I said that pulmonary circulation, who can remind us? Okay, that's correct. Pulmonary circulation, pardon me, refers to the circulation of blood between the heart and the lungs, while systemic circulation refers to circulation of the blood. Okay, I think let me go back there. Pulmonary circulation refers to circulation of the blood between the heart and the lungs, while the systemic circulation refers to the circulation of the blood between the heart and other parts of the body, apart from the lungs. Then we also discussed how the blood moves from the heart to the body part, moves back into the heart, is pumped out to the lungs, and gaseous exchange occurs, and that blood becomes oxygenated and it returns into the heart. So two key things I want you to put down now. Blood leaves the heart from the left part. So concisely, it is the left ventricle. Blood leaves the heart from the left ventricle. Blood enters the heart also from the right atrium. That's the first circulation. So the blood is leaving the heart through the left ventricle, it goes to the body part, comes back, it goes back to the heart through the right atrium. So blood leaves the heart, oxygenated blood leaves the heart through the left ventricle, then goes to the body part, leaves as deoxygenated blood and returns to the heart through the right atrium. Then it leaves for the lungs through the right ventricle. In the lungs, the blood becomes oxygenated and returns to the heart through the right atrium. And the process keeps on going on and on and on like that. Alright, so do you have any question? Anyone? Any questions? I'm going to put your in-class assessment on the board right now.